This is Max. As a network administrator, his job is to give external users access to internal data and services. A chain of lengthy processes comes next. The network structure is complex, and port authorizations are a high-security risk. First, Max needs a server to install the service. He also has to apply for firewall approvals. Furthermore, during the setup, he finds ports left open by his predecessor. Max doesn't know whether active services are behind these ports, since ports are opened or closed independently of these. One thing is clear: there are potential ways to attack the company's sensitive data. This is how firewalls resemble a perforated fortress wall. Each service approval adds another hole. The services and ports also have to be monitored constantly. When a service is switched off, the associated ports have to be closed manually. Because of the long waiting times while getting the service ready, Max is faced with constant questions from his supervisors. Since different departments grant approvals and those have to be checked by other authorities, Max only has a limited influence on the speed. In the meantime, his supervisors are annoyed and want Max to depict the company's network structure for them in a comprehensible way. Given the complexity and missing documentation from his predecessor, Max can't immediately provide a solution here either. CortAware offers Max a simple solution for his problems: the bestproxy security concept. The key component is the VPS, the Virtual Private Service, which consists of the components Hive and Port Proxy. The services are in a private network now. The Hive is installed for every service. The Port Proxy is set up in a second, public network. The firewall is set up once, which means we refer to a zero configuration of the firewall after that. According to the source sink principle, all incoming ports in private networks and all outgoing ports in public networks are blocked. When the service starts, the Hive establishes a connection to the Port Proxy. This opens the connecting port that is configured in the Hive to the outside. Then, this corridor enables access to the service. Max can use it to speed up lengthy provisioning processes, since they don't have to be checked by numerous departments and authorities. He no longer has to question whether there are still active services behind the open ports. The VPS ensures that there is a correlation between port and service. As soon as a service is no longer available, the corresponding connection port is closed. Max can oversee the services with the monitoring functions and is immediately notified in case of failures. The smallest part of the network structure is now arranged identically to any arbitrarily sized part of the overall network. Max can comprehensively create the structure and documentation without great effort. Now the recommendations of the BSI, German Federal Office for Information Security, are implemented completely. The connection is established from a network segment with a high protection requirement to a network segment with a lower protection requirement. The internal firewall is closed from the outside, and provisioning processes are shortened significantly. Max has an overview of the network and can provide his supervisors with all the information. In the future, services can be provided quickly and securely.